NBA superstar Anthony Edwards just recently got married to his longtime girlfriend. Salute to them. And people are saying that he just now took another W in court. You see, Anthony Edwards has a slew of kids outside of his relationship with his wife. Plenty of them seeming like they're around the same age. One of the kids being with Aisha Howard. Who is Aisha Howard? She's an influencer who actually has a baby with Lil Baby as well. Fun fact, Lil Baby and Anthony Edwards are from the same hood. They both are from Oakland City in Atlanta, Georgia. She must got a thing for some Oakland City niggas. Now this all became a thing because Aisha Howard was born in 1986. Anthony Edwards was born in 2001. Making her 37 at the time that she had a baby with him and him being 23. Now, if it was the other way around, they would be calling the men predatory. And people got on her ass. They were saying she was a gold digger.
I've also come to the realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right? From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there's no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations at all. The only thing that irritates me is I read comments that say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
She got some rapper money. Now she trying to get the NBA money. And I will say, her actions maybe kind of justify what people were thinking. Now, Anthony Edwards, he doesn't get a pass in this. Anthony Edwards was going around sticking his seed in everything. And then not taking care of the children, not wanting anything to do with them. Going to court saying, yo, just put me on child support. I don't really care. He didn't want to be involved. Now, there's some people who would say, well, he told you he didn't want the baby. And then there's people like me who would say, it doesn't matter if you didn't want the baby. The baby's already here. That's your responsibility as a man. You decided to go in that raw, shoot up the club, impregnate her, and now you're running from responsibility? But your main woman, who is now your wife, you taking care of that baby. The rest of them, forget them. That's crazy. Aisha would then take him to court in Fulton County in Atlanta and be granted child support of $5,000. But that wasn't enough. You see, she moved to LA so she could say, you know what? I'm going to put him on child support in LA and try to get a higher amount of child support, being that the cost of living is higher in LA. Well, today, a ruling came out in Ant-Man's favor. You see, in Fulton County, they would reduce his child support from $5,000 to actually $3,222 a month. Significant. And Judge Ann Kelly would dismiss the California case for child support after Aisha failed to prove her California residency. She labeled her this big word that I do not know how to say and banned her from filing more claims in the city. Aisha would respond with her own post by saying, I am fully aware of the rumors and narratives circulating online regarding my family. and my child's financial future. While the intense media attention is overwhelming, the negative backlash directed at an innocent child and mother is deeply troubling. Much of what is being published by blogs, some of which have been paid to spin narratives to protect the client's reputation, and entirely false and disconnected from reality. However, whether true or false, this situation highlights a devastating cycle in our community. The normalization of absent fathers and the lack of parental accountability. Tragically, our community often feeds into this negativity, inadvertently applauding behavior that keeps Black children at the highest percentile of living in single-parent households. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, approximately 47 to 50% of Black children live without a resident father. While we thrive in sports, fashion, and culture, we are failing to uphold what it truly means to be men, fathers, and providers. I am a mother of one of 3 children who have been abandoned by a celebrated athlete. Because of my platform, my story receives the most attention. But beyond the entertainment value, the clicks and views, the painful reality is that 3 children are growing up fatherless. This is not due to lack of resources, health, or opportunity. That is a conscious choice, as a man can take the jersey off of his back and shoes off his feet to sign for fans, yet his own 3 children are missing that same signature on their birth certificates and have never even met him. Furthermore, the narrative labeling these mothers as gold diggers for seeking proper care is entirely false. None of these mothers filed for child support initially. The father took each mother to court himself, choosing legal maneuvers over showing up for his children, effectively using the legal system to vanish from their lives. While the internet remains invested in rumors, these are the facts of the matter. We cannot correct the cycle of absence if we continue to excuse it. My legal team and I possess all the facts, evidence, and documentation regarding these proceedings, and we will move forward accordingly. Rumors will not dictate the final outcome. Thank you for your time and respect for our privacy. Now, let me first and foremost say that the part that she said about the fathers not being present, the percentages and things of that nature, I completely agree with. I agree that somebody like Anthony Edwards, who's just choosing not to be a father and rather just take the money route when it comes down to his children, is a pathetic excuse of a man. I don't support him with his shoes. I think he's a hell of a basketball player, but his merch, things of that nature, me personally, I can't get down with, because I'm not giving proceeds to a man who doesn't take care of his kids on purpose. He's spreading his seed around. He's old enough to know how to prevent from having kids if you're going to step out. Now, let me get on Aisha though. Aisha, the reason people are on your ass is not just because of the gold digger shit. They're on your ass because your ass is old enough to know that you're making a conscious decision by having X with this man without a condom. You let him impregnate you. You're 37 years old. You had no business with a 23-year-old. And you get mad when he does childish stuff. I ain't saying it's right, but where's your accountability in all of this? You said you're an innocent mother. You're not innocent. You have another kid by another young nigga who's 10 years younger than you. At this point, it does come off a little predatory. It does come off like, you know what? I'm gonna get a baby off of this nigga. Your actions, being that you're trying to go to court in California and you're not even a resident there and can't prove it, lets us know that it seems like you kind of just want to be put up. You're using this child for a lifestyle. And to Ant-Man's wife, is this the type of man that you want to marry? Is this the type of person you respect? How do you feel about your husband having multiple children on you outside of your relationship and not taking care of them? Are you one of those women who be like, hey, as long as mine taken care of, forget about those other ones. Those ain't his real children. He with me. Are you one of those? I hope not. But it sounds like you need to check your dude. But it is what it is. Y'all know how it is when you're the person with the money. Nobody can tell you anything. And that's just how it goes. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit the hype button. We out, baby. Ooh.
Hey, Rudy, turn the music down, man. I gotta call my old hoe back. She just told me something wild, talking about she pregnant. You know I got 5 on the way. Hello? Hey, ho, stank ass. Hey, stop playing with me, man. You gonna have to go ahead and run that abortion. Look, I pay for it. You just take this pill and then send the video. Ho, I don't care. Send the video. You know my girl don't like when I be having other cheering. Yeah, that'll make number 5. I ain't got time for that. Adios, ho.
Why you never answering my calls? Never check up on me at all.
What that to talk about? I'm just saying.
You say you ain't got time to be a man, but I'm too old for an abortion.
Why you ain't swallow?
You swear that I'm a bad human being,
You is.
and that it's the money I'm calling me.
Cha-ching, you want my cash?
So tell me exactly does it mean when they say you'll never wife me?
Is water wet?
Auntie is having your baby. Why you don't want custody? And man, just be a man about it. No visitation, damn, that's downright mean.
What I need to see?
And man, just be a man about it.
I don't want to.
5 kids in 1 calendar.
I know.
And man, just be a man about it. Child support, fuck you, pay me.
Enjoy.
And man, just be a man about it.
I mean, check this out, ho. Like, I'm 23, you 37. Like, we had our fun, but like, you really thought that I was gonna really like wife you up? Like, you let little baby fuck, and I see you got him the same way. Hoes ain't shit.
You say I always was a gold digging hoe, and that I only prey on young niggas from the fold.
Oakland City.
You said you paid the same as little baby though, but I already know how this shit goes. Won't even give me course I see or a Birkin bag, because your young ass girlfriend don't like me.
And don't.
I'll tell you what, go back to her little Anthony. I bet she don't cook or clean. Nigga, I'm having your baby. Why you don't want custody? And man, just be a man about it. No visitation, damn, that's downright mean.
A little bit.
And man, just be a man about it. 5 kids in 1 calendar.
You ain't gotta remind me.
And man, just be a man about it. Child support, fuck you, pay me.
I'm trying.
And man, just be a man about it.
Big Just LaFlare.
It's him.